Hey guys, and welcome to Wallbangs for Overpass. Starting right off here in T-spawn, these walls right here are wallbangable by the op, but not by the AK. As you can see, it stops like 3/4 of the way through. Like so. This stack of wood pallets is wallbangable by pretty much everything, even the Glock. Let's go right down in here. But as you can see with the Glock, it's pretty inconsistent, not all of them really go through. The best thing to do though, if you're gonna wallbang it with like a Glock or something, is aim right in this gap right here, because it hits the plywood rather than anything else. And goes through and does 18 damage, which is pretty good for a Glock. This wall right here is actually wallbangable by the AK. It doesn't do very much damage, but if you have an op or something you think someone might be saving right here, and you're coming from T-spawn or something, I don't know, might be useful. So that's a... I don't know, not very useful for AKs, but again, if you have an op, this little spindle is wallbangable. If we come on over into A site here, of course this wood is going to be wallbangable by pretty much everything. Doesn't do a lot of damage, but even the Glock does a couple damage. Oh, did it though? No, it does 13 damage. Interesting. Guess it depends on the angle. Anyways, this metal, of course, is wallbangable. Pretty much any metal like this that's nice and thin, you can wallbang with basically everything. I mean, the Glock, again, it does 4 damage, but hey, if someone's sitting right down here, you might be able to do some damage to them. I found this one actually kind of interesting. This wood stuff is not wallbangable up top here or on the bottom with the AK. But if you aim right in this little gap, it is wallbangable. Which is actually kind of useful because people like to sit in jungle / graffiti and sit over here and peek. So if you can kind of line it up like this, you might be able to get some use out of it. Of course, these sandbags are not going to be wallbangable even by the op. I should mention that this is wallbangable by the op, pretty much wherever you aim. But I just found that kind of interesting. So it is wallbangable by the op, it's just in some spots, depending on the angle. Not so much, I don't know. Some weird stuff going on Overpass here. And of course you can kind of shoot through here. How useful is that going to be? I don't know, because if you're going to be over here anyways, you may as well just pop them. Of course, these are wallbangable. And these. Probably even by the Glock as well. Yeah. Glock even does a decent amount of damage. 10 damage is not bad. If you look up into this, that part of the metal is wallbangable by the AK, and if you use the op, you can even wallbang through like that. It does 2 damage. I know, not very useful, but hey, it's doable. That wall is wallbangable by the op. Not by the AK though. I actually haven't checked this. I wonder if you can wallbang through here. I assume you can with the op, but not the AK. Yeah, 65 damage is pretty good. So if you think Ts are pushing through there and you're sitting here as a CT, that could actually be really quite useful. You're giving away your position, but that's actually a pretty useful wallbang. But again, not by the AK. These doors, wallbangable by the AK. This is a pretty common spot for people to sit, so, you know, might be useful. If we come up into this area, we just have more of these doors. And again, you can wallbang that wall with the op. Same material as the one by graffiti there. Boxes. And again, we come up here. These walls, not wallbangable by the AK, which I found surprising. I think there's some kind of funky thing going on here with these. As you can see, there's like an invisible wall, so it doesn't really go through. You would think it would be wallbangable, but it is in fact not. However, if you go over here and shoot through this wall, it is. So that's, I don't know, I just found that kind of weird, that there's a metal mesh right here. If you would even call it a mesh, I don't even know. Something that might be half useful is you can wall bang through the bank wall with the op. It does a good amount of damage, 30 something, 34. So I mean, again, I don't know how useful that is, but if you know they're in bank, you can kind of catch them in the head like that. I don't know. Might be useful, might not be, who knows. Come here, AK. Of course, this, again, metal wall bangable. This truck is not wall bangable by anything. These, they're kind of funky. I mean, in certain spots you can wall bang it with the AK. And then with the op you can wall bang the entire thing. So it's kind of funky. It does a lot of damage with the op, actually. Same thing on this side. This ashtray, or trash bin, whatever you want to call it. Wall bangable with the op, but not with the AK. Which is really strange. Stops like halfway through. Very weird. The bathroom walls, they're kind of strange. You can wall bang pretty much the entire area over here with the AK, but as you get over towards here, you'll notice you cannot. So, once you pass this doorway, don't even try wall banging. I know this is a pretty common spot for people to sit and wait for a bathroom pusher or something, but you can't wall bang there. You can here. And I think... yeah, this is too thick, but obviously with the op you'll be able to. Let's see. You know, pop through there. Aim up into party. I don't know, I just found that kind of strange that as soon as you cross that doorway, it becomes impossible. You'd think that'd be a very common spot to spam with an AK, but I guess not. Again, more of the same over here. Of course, with the op you can, as we saw earlier. This right here, not wall bangable with the AK, as you might expect. It's pretty thick. Not even with the op, it stops like a quarter of the way through. These light posts are actually wall bangable by the AK. Doesn't do very much damage, does 13, but I don't know. I think those poles are annoying, but hey. 7 damage through the tree. So keep in mind, anything that I can wall bang here with the AK, you'll be able to wall bang with the op. Something interesting that might actually be kind of useful here. If you stand right about here against this wooden thing and aim roughly like right here, I think, you can wall bang through that wall into a very common sitting sort of camping spot for a CT. They stand right about here. So again, you can wall bang through this entire wall right here, and it does more damage if you shoot through like right there. 53, which is pretty decent, but again, that's kind of a might be a little tricky spot to wall bang someone through. Again, aim right about here, maybe a little bit higher, so you hit them in the head, and you got yourself a nice little wall bang there. 35 damage, probably does more to the head. And of course, all these wood texture thingies are wall bangable by even the Glock, and this slide is wall bangable by the AK. Even where'd my AK go? Is that going to be useful? Probably not, but I don't know, maybe someone will be camping under here. Their shoulders would stick out, so I don't know. That's wall bangable. And as we come on over into here, into connector, this wall right here is actually wall bangable by the AK. Maybe if you aim right there or something, aim like that, it does 2 or 3 damage. But if you have an op, you know, you can kind of try that. It does 47 damage, more to the head. And there's a very weird angle that I found once but couldn't find again. But if you aim through here, kind of, you can actually hit into the stairwell. I don't know how I did it before, but there we go, there it is. It's a very weird angle, but it's not very much damage at all. Not useful in the least, but again, it's kind of strange that you can aim in a very particular spot. I think it was right here. Do 15 damage. I don't know. Thought that was kind of neat. This wall you can wall bang through with the op, not with the AK though. And of course, this metal you can wall bang through, and the door. More of the same. This, of course. With the op you can. I thought you could with the AK, but I guess it's angle dependent, yeah. It's right at the edge of it. And that is pretty much it as far as I can see. There is one more, actually. This metal. And as you can see, it does 19 damage. But that is about it, and as always, thank you all very much for watching, and see you next time.